Good afternoon, Chairperson.
Good afternoon, Nadia. How are you?
Well, and yourself, Chair?
Also, well, thank you.
Great, great, Chair. Chair, so far we've got four members on the platform. I've only received one apology from Mr. Lamini.
Okay, all right.
So we'll just I'll
Let's.
just give it a few minutes. I think by 58 we'll start calling members just to check where they are.
Okay, super. I see the bus has just stopped, so I don't know if there are members that were on the bus.
Okay, okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey.
Colleagues, as you heard, Nadia is just phoning the members, so can we just hold on for a few more minutes? Thank you. Nadia, are you available?
Yes, Chair.
Okay,
Chair, I
I
think
think we must.
yeah, I do. I think we do correct. Let me double check because I see Honorable Tombeni and Palmer has also joined us.
That's right. I saw that. So I think many people are debating this afternoon. So let us get to the business of the day. Colleagues, thank you for availing yourselves for this short meeting today. It's not going to take very long. As Mardia has said, we do correct, so we can carry on. And I would just like to inform you that the agenda and the business of the day has to do with the consideration of the Department of Small Business policy assessment and recommendation report. Because we received it very late last week, we moved the meeting out to today. And the other item on the agenda is the consideration of the second term program. And in view of that, I would like to ask if anybody would like to add anything else to the agenda. If not,
Recording in progress.
Can I ask for the adoption of the agenda? We'll go for hands.
Chairperson.
Is that Honourable Pinar?
Yes, Chairperson, please.
The floor is yours.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move for the adoption of the minutes as they are.
The adoption of the agenda.
Agenda, apologies.
Okay, dead right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you lower your hand? Can I ask for a seconder, please? Honourable van den Berg.
Yes, Chair, I would like to second.
Thank you very much for that. The agenda is then duly proposed and seconded. Can we then, because there's no delegation, I'm not going to ask that they should introduce themselves. I'm going to give the floor to our secretary, Mardia, if you can take us through, please.
Yes, Chair, would you like me to take you through to the report that's being considered today, Chair, the recommendations?
Yes, please. I don't know if you can flight it.
Yes, let me just share the screen.
Okay, while she's busy, just note that this was sent out to every member, and I take it that everyone did find time to go through it. So, Mardia, if you could just scroll up to the top so that we can start on page 1. Thank you very much, colleagues. Page 1, is there anybody that has a pressing issue with regard to it that they need to speak to, or can we go down to page 2? Okay, Mardia, page 2. Any changes, alteration, recommendations on page 2? If not, we'll move to page 3. The same goes for page 3. Everybody's so quiet, so forever hold your peace. Page 4. Okay, page 5. All right. Mardia, if I can ask you just to read out the recommendations of this report so that people are on the same page. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chair, will do. Okay, Chair, thank you, Chair and members. The recommendations, the proposed recommendations are as follows. The global and domestic economies are fragile, and the South African economy is stuck in a low growth point. Compounded with the COVID-19 pandemic, it impacted on small enterprises, and it appears that the targets set in the National Development Plan in relating to SMMEs will not be realized unless government, in partnership with the private sector, with bold measures designed to improve the support of SMMEs. Recommendation 1, growth and support of SMMEs and cooperatives remains high on the government policy agenda. Further, the Further, closing the financing gap experienced by SMMEs and cooperatives, particularly in terms of provinces and regions that are lagging behind in terms of economic development, should be prioritized. The committee reiterates that the Minister should engage the Minister of Finance to allocate additional resources over the 2024 medium term, the department to scale up funding and financing to bolster growth and expansion of SMMEs and cooperatives across the country, and closing the rural and urban financing gap. Recommendation 2, over the 2024 medium term, the Minister should establish capacity and capability within the department to support and promote initiatives to ease of doing business across the country. Further, it should formulate an action plan in collaboration with other spheres of government agencies responsible for supporting SMMEs and cooperatives to accelerate nationwide ease of doing business initiative. Report to be considered.
Thank you very much. Colleagues, we've been through the report. The recommendations have now been read to you. Can I ask that somebody proposes to adopt the recommendation, and a seconder? Honourable Pienaar, I see your hand is up.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. It's Member Pienaar speaking here on the record. I move for the adoption of the recommendations as they are. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Pienaar. Honourable Farmer.
Chairperson, I would rise to second the proposal.
Thank you very much, Honourable Farmer. Madia, I think you got the gist. His network must be a bit unstable, but it has now been adopted, so we can then carry on with our debate tomorrow on DSDB.
Chair, sorry, Chair.
We have to do the, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry,
no, because
sorry.
and thank you for that, Chair, because we did need the recommendations were now formally adopted by the committee, the recommendations of the report. But as we did with the Department of Small Business, of Trade and Industry, this is done by majority vote. So we just need to raise members, full members to vote in favour of the report, raise their hands, and then abstain, and then not vote against the report.
That's right, yeah. Sorry about that. I forgot that again. Colleagues, we have to call for the adoption of the the report. So those in favour, please put up your hands.
Honourable Chair.
Who am I speaking to? Yes.
It's Honourable Sithole. I'm using a new gadget. I can't raise my hand, but I was using the point of adopting this report.
Thank you very much. The Secretariat will have it.
Thank you.
Then Madia, I just see Honourable Pienaar's hand up.
Yes, Chair. I think if I can say that I saw Honourable Farmer's hand as well, as Ms. Honourable Sithole also indicated. She's also voting in favour of the report. I don't see your hand, Chair, because so far we've got 5 with those 5 members, including Honourable Sithole.
All right. That is 1, 2. Farmer Sithole is 4, and Van den Berg. Did you have your hand up, Kobus?
Yeah, my hand was not up this time.
Okay, it's not up. All right. Honourable Boskati. Because we only have 3 now with Honourable Sithole.
No, it's 5, Chair, with Honourable Sithole, because it was Pienaar, Farmer, Sithole. Oh, sorry.
It's myself, Pienaar, Sithole, and 4, yeah.
It's 4, okay.
Chair?
Yes, Honourable Van den Berg.
Okay, I have my reservations, but I will vote for this one to go through. I'll put up my hand also.
Okay, because you seconded it. So thank you very much for that. All right, so
we just need one more, but I do see Honorable Tinga on the platform. She's an alternate of Honorable Kennedy. I don't see Honorable Kennedy, and when Honorable Kennedy is not in the meeting, then she can also vote. She's also
all right. Well,
now.
we have 5 now because it's myself, it's Honorable Pienaar, it's Honorable van den Berg, it is Honorable Sithole, and Honorable Farmer.
Thank you, Chairman.
Okay. Those that are in objection, could they raise their hands? Okay, I don't see any going once, going twice, going thrice. Those that wish to abstain, if you could put up your hands, please. Okay, no abstentions. Thank you very much. So the report is adopted and duly passed.
Good morning, Chair.
Yes.
Sorry, I was having challenges to put up my hand. I'm Honorable Mqinga.
Yes.
And I'm not in favor.
Okay, so there's one not in favor. Nadia?
Yes, actually.
Good afternoon, Chair.
Thank you. Who am I speaking to? Good afternoon.
You're speaking to Mary Sanotara, Chair. I'm sorry, I was on my way to Parliament, so I had to drop out of the bus, so I lost track. But I am for adoption of the report.
Okay, thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. In view of that, the report, the policy assessment, and the report has been duly adopted. Nadia, if we can go to the flighting of the last item, the consideration of the second term program. Thank you.
Okay. Just give me one moment, Chair. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, fine. Everyone did get a copy of the proposed program for the second term.
Okay, there we go.
Aha.
Can everybody see my screen share?
I can see it. Is it visible to everybody else? Okay. Thank you. I take it that it is visible. Nadia, if you can just take us through that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Chair, and thank you, members. Members, the second term starts on the 20th of August and it ends on the 20th of September. There's a number of NCOP activities taking place within the second term, including the NCOP Provincial Works and Chairpersons Committees Workshop, the NCOP 3-Sphere Planning Session, and NCOP Provincial Week. That essentially means that there's only 2 weeks set aside for committee activities within the second term. Of those 2 weeks, we have 2 outstanding items. One item is the briefing on the 6th term of Parliament legacy reports for the Select Committee on Trade and the Select Committee on Communications and Public Enterprises. In discussions with the chairperson, what we also thought we could do, as much as we are going to be circulating the responses from various departments on legacy issues, we also thought to invite the Auditor General of South Africa, just do an audit, an overview of the audit outcomes of the departments within the committee's portfolio, just to give members a sense of where the departments are at in terms of the audit outcomes. And then thereafter have a briefing on the legacy reports. That is provisionally scheduled to take place on the 4th of September. And on the 11th of September, we have briefing by the Department of Communications and Digital Technologies on Budget Vote 30 and 2024-2025 annual performance plans. And then the term concludes with the provincial week, which is taking place from the 16th to the 20th of September 2024.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Nadia. Colleagues, members, you have the second term program in front of you. As Nadia has explained, we are very busy with work outside of committee work. So I just want to go back to the first one. We're going to have the AG speak to us on all the departments within our economic and trade cluster, and then also speak to the legacy report. Will there be sufficient time for members to engage should they wish to do so, Mardia, on the 4th?
Yes, in fact, I've spoken to AG's office just to determine what they're able to do within the time available, because we want to be able to have members engage in both the legacy report and the AG's office. According to the AG's office, the commitment that they made is that they will make the presentation around about 45 minutes. So that there would be another 45 minutes for members to engage. Obviously, with the understanding that the AG will be able to respond to audit issues, but broader performance issues would need to be responded to by the department.
All right, so the department will be available, I take it, because we're speaking to the legacy report.
Well, okay, we weren't actually planning on inviting the department, so this is just for the AG to just give members a sense of what is happening. But we will be guided by you, Chair, as to whether, because if we're going to invite the departments and ask the departments to respond, then we might not have sufficient time.
All right, so in other words, members, if we cannot speak to the department with regard to the legacy report, because for me, it is something that I'm coming with, but for the new members, they will need to study this report. So if there's anything emanating from the report, would that then have to go in writing so that somebody can answer if they have pressing issues? Mardia?
Chair, remember the commitment that we also made in our last meeting was that we would have all the departments respond to outstanding legacy report issues before our meeting. So the deadline for the department's response is the 5th of August. So by the time we have the meeting on the 4th of September, the department would already have responded. All the departments would already responded to outstanding legacy issues.
All right, super. So colleagues, please be on the lookout for the responses from the department, as she said, as Marty has said, and then the legacy report. Just go through it and take note of what was said in the 6th Parliament, so that we know what we have to work towards in the 7th Parliament, because we only have 2 meetings with the department next term. And in view of that, can I ask for an adoption, a proposer and a seconder to adopt the 2nd term program? Honourable Pinaar?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I would like to move for the adoption of the 2nd term program. However, with a caveat, I would like to make sure that our committee secretary, as far as obviously possible, could push for our meetings to be in person. I feel we owe it to South Africa and to our institution and the NCOP as well, to, as far as possible, humanly possible, have our meetings in person, because I see at this stage the venue is yet to be determined on all those select committee dates. So if I could just make that request from our committee secretary, but I move for the adoption of the program. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much for that, Honourable Pinaar. Before we move to the seconder, I just want to indicate that when Mardia tabled this with me, I wrote and asked that, if at all possible, that we have these meetings in person. It just makes it so much easier with regard to our logistical struggles that we're currently having. As you know, in Acacia Park right now, there is absolutely no electricity in the B, C, D, and E block, which makes it very, very difficult. Not saying that it is going to be like that in the 2nd term, but Mardia, if you would just take note of that, and then may I ask for a seconder, please? Honourable van den Berg?
Yeah, Chair, you are suffering to get seconders today, but I will second it for you.
Thank you very much. Yes, I do not know why. I think people are afraid that it might come back to bite them, but it will definitely not. Honorable Mabilu, I take it that you would also like to second it. If so, indicate, or is there another pressing matter from you?
No, that's fine, Chair. Honorable Chair, it's fine.
Okay, thank you very much. You can then lower your hands. And is there anything else that somebody would like to discuss before we adjourn the meeting? Gone. Mardia, thank you very much for everything that was done for today. We can then carry on as everything has been considered and adopted, and we are ready for the plenary this afternoon, and good luck to all those that are speaking. I'm sure your speeches will bring to the table that we are really hoping for. I see there's a hand up. I don't know whose hand that, Honorable van der Berg and Mabilu, I take it is legacy hand?
It's a legacy hand.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. Mardia, that's it then. Thank you very much, colleagues, once again for availing yourself. You can now go and have lunch. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.